Even though art may subtly influence the way in which we experience the world, it is also true the other way around. In some ways, art can imitate life. This theory is known as mimesis, which is Greek for imitation. In early ages, art was made, especially in paintings, with the purpose of trying to copy the world. This can apply to portraits of people or paintings of landscapes, which were made with the intention to make exact copies of reality. As art evolved, it was more focused on creativity. The artist's interpretation of the world was more valuable. Artists are driven by inspiration, and inspiration is taken from the world and real-life experiences.
So we have that Oscar Wilde described the following quote as life imitates art far more than art imitates life. First, we have to define art. Art cannot be defined in a simple way. Art has to be established through a set of characteristics such as the intention of the artist, the quality of it, and the response spectators must have about it. Then we have life. Life, far from the definition, the biological definition of the differentiation between organic and non-organic matter, living from death, like water from us. We have that is the imitation of what people, human beings, as the only a living thing able to think, he or she is imitating what they want to live. People, in the majority of cases, is constantly trying to recreate their life through a model. They will follow in order to improve their life or to have way, a better way of living, depending of what they are trying to live like or what they want their life to be, what they want to reflect through their lives. But we have that in life we can find obstacles such as society, fears, and consequences that leads to our actions, which are some of the factors that keep us repressed. By repressing us, I mean that we take those factors so serious that in some way we can show ourselves in a clear way. We can be crystal clear about our personality or our perspective or point of view about a lot of topics. So we are like taking a risk of being judged. This is linked to art because art is a representation of life, but this representation is compounded by an artist, such so that the spectator is going to take that representation of life as a model of what they will like their life to be, such as in a romantic novel or an expression of beauty through a painting. For example, in a romantic novel, we have the perfect couple, so that people will try to find that partner or that person that imitates in some way the couple that you see on novel, or an expression of beauty that in some way we're trying. For example, Da Vinci's uh, Da Vinci's piece of art. They are like the representation of what is beauty, and society in that period would like to be as that and would like to follow that model as the model of perfection that is represented through it. So that's the link between life and art, and how life imitates, or how we are trying to imitate art through our lives. Well, I'm gonna give some examples about um, art imitating life. So, well, we know that um, it's better explained that art imitates life more than life imitates art, because life is like the fundamental. Without it, there will then exist any art. So art imitates life, and there are a lot of examples like movies. Movies are a kind of art, and for example, The Diary of Anna Frank was a movie based on the history and what had happened on a real life situation. Another example like this can be The Boy with the Pattern by Hama, which talk about the problem we have with the Nazi and religion and things like that. So we see art trying to imitate life, but seeing better is like kind of an interpretation. Another examples are the paintings. For example, the painting of the Scream, which tries to imitate the scream of a human. You you see the painting like, and it's a scream. It's trying to imitate it. And here we have a city. This is a a puzzle, and it's art too. It's imitating life. It's imitating some buildings and things like that. So there are a lot of examples where art imitates life. And if we talk about life imitating arts, where we don't have too much examples, but we can say that, for example, if in a movie we saw someone killing or superpower, we talk about that, which is an art too, the using of those stuff, those effects, and well, people start to think they can make them in their life, and well, then they saw it's not possible. So that's why I support
People are now
the
able to understand that
claim or
these
idea
movements are
that
also
art
human. They
imitates
just
life.
do extraordinary things. People perception change because of the various forms of art through song, plays, media, news, and movies. The modern age has come to understand that these people are not any different to us. So, for example, Halliwell asserts that the notion that life imitates art derives from classical notions that can be traced as far back as the writings of Aristophanes of Byzantium, and does not negate mimesis, but rather displays its purpose onto the art-like fashioning of life itself.